The UMX Mosquito. This is a Parkzone. During the video of the flight, I got a bit thrown apart, I guess. It was a bind and fly back when these came out. Ultra Micro series. So now you only see this branded in E-Flight. This is an older one, obviously. Branded completely Parkzone. It is paper thin. Super delicate. When I pulled it out of the box, I noticed that this was completely flipped up. So I went ahead and manufactured me a new factory style rib, a piece of Scotch tape, or duct tape for that matter, the clear ducky tape. But look at the parents. I mean, it is so cool. I do believe this to be brushed motors. Let me look that up right fast. Yep, so right in the manual, I was able to see a diagram of the brush motor with a gearbox. The sound that it makes is definitely of that. It's definitely powerful enough. I flew at quarter to half throttle most of the flight. And I was worried about landing it. It's actually the easiest landing. It's got enough power to allow you to feather it in with no problem. So that's just kind of like, so I opened the box. I put a battery in. It started doing the little flashy thing to initiate bind on a UMX, which is pretty standard now. If you've got one or two of them, you already know the procedure. I created a new model in my Spectrum, and I didn't do anything. I just created an acro, and I named it the Mosquito. Took a picture of it, and that's the whole works of it. When I fired it up, all the throws were correct. I didn't have to reverse anything. I was in the air in seconds. So after this, I'm gonna cut to that short flight. I didn't catch the launch, but I didn't get the wheels with it. It does come with wheels. I didn't get them, so no big deal. Let's see what it even hooks to. Yep, there's two little slots there, so I could probably work in any other wheel that I might have to probably work there if I'm so concerned with it. But I think it's kind of perfect. Hand tossing it, flying around, it flew so perfect. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's a great flight. If you can pick up one, if you're into collecting the Ultra Micro series and you have all the new ones and you don't have any of these old ones, don't sleep on them, because I was really concerned that it didn't have safe on it. I was like, oh, it's going to be small and squirrely. Absolutely not. It's the opposite. It is stable like a big plane. Not squirrely at all. Very predictable. Flew good. Landed good. I let another person fly so I could get that flight. So I hand launched it. Then I jumped on the camera. I mean, just poised. It was a perfect flying little bird. I'm actually into it a lot, I guess you can tell. So anywho, that's good. That's it for me talking about it. I recommend it if you can pick up one. It's very good. Other than that, I'm gonna go to the flight, and then thanks for watching. Yeah, when this was actually gifted to me by Damon. You guys have seen him on other videos. It came with these 3 batteries. All of them had decent resistance. So a 1 cell 300, 3C maximum charge rate. I didn't even see that before, but I would never charge a 1S battery small like this at anything but 1C. Anyway, and then it came with this small one, which is 250. So one 250 and 2 300s. I didn't even try the smaller battery, but I probably will now, because to see how great it flies. If anything, seemed like it was a little bit tail heavy at best. So this smaller one might add to that tail heaviness. If that's the case, you just could put a penny in there if you're experiencing it. But we trimmed it and it worked fine, so you could realistically use any of them. Just wanted to show you the batteries. They kind of go under. Sorry, I took this off to show you. Underneath that canopy, there's that little small tiny plug that nobody uses anymore with the little wings on it. You can barely see, and there's barely enough room to get it out of there, to be honest with you. Yeah, so that's it right there anyway. And it just connects on the end of this, and boom, 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 you're going. Thanks a lot. The UMX Mosquito. We didn't catch the first few seconds of the flight because I had to launch it, but this thing is fun. It flies good, upside down, right side up. It's acrobatic. It's, I'm fairly confident this is the brushed motor technology from I think E-Flight or Hobby Zone, whichever one. But nonetheless, this thing is a hoot. It's fun. And I was able to slow it down to the point where I thought it was going to stall, and it didn't. It just stayed there. There we go. Some upside down action. Upside down circles. So I shook it around a little bit when I put the battery in. I can hear it. I think it says AS3X on it. So I think it was, you know, at the time when you can get UMX technology with AS3X. But it doesn't have safe, you know, just wide open for that part of it. But it flies so good. I mean, I don't think if you're already flying something UMX and you're comfortable with that off safe, you can fly this easily without having safe. And it's windy out here, more than I thought I would try to fly this thing around it. But it's got the 2 engines, so you know, it's powering through it. If you end up in trouble, you nose it into the wind and kind of recover and then go back to what you wanted to do originally. Nice soft landing.